Okay, we are at the Dilworth residence and we're going to repair this windblown shingle with the adjuster marked up. So the first thing I want to do is I want to break the seal strips or the bonding strips between everything so that I'm not tearing into it when I try to get a shingle out. So I've got that unbonded so that I can get this shingle out, but the first thing we're going to do is remove the first row of fasteners. All right, there's a row of fasteners right there to keep this shingle in, and then there's a row of fasteners across here to keep this shingle in, but it's in the top of this shingle. Okay, so we're going to get the first row out. Looks like the wind blew through those already. Okay, so I got the bottom row of fasteners out, but the shingle's not out yet, so that means the second row we're gonna have to get. And looks like we're still missing a couple. There we go. And you can see a row of fasteners and a row of fasteners. 2 rows in that shingle. So now the nails didn't come out with it, so those are going to be in the way if we try to slide the new shingle in. So we need to get the nails out first to clear the way. We got that first row out, but you can see by the shingles protruding there, the other fasteners are still, so that second row is still loose. There's one. The other one. All right, I think that might be it, but we're going to try to slide this shingle in to make sure. If we run into resistance, we know that we left some fasteners behind. All right, we ran into no resistance. We got the shingle in comfortably, but the first thing that I'm noticing is about 1 inch shy. So this Malarkey shingle is shorter than this shingle, which is identified as Malarkey, but it looks like an older version of Malarkey. So this isn't going to be compatible unless we replace the entire row, which leaves us replacing the rows above it. But for the purposes of the video, we're going to go ahead and we're going to do the repair, even though it's incompatible, just to show what happens doing individual repairs. So I need access to get 6 nails in the nail strike zone, evenly spaced. Now the shingle doesn't have a lot of pliability, and I need to get my hammer under there in a way that doesn't put the nail in sideways. The nail has to go straight up and down so that the shingle sits flat and the bonding strips can fully adhere. Okay, so not real easy access because of the lack of pliability. Last one. Okay, so we got that row of fasteners in, but it wasn't without incident. You could see the hammer, because of the lack of access, caught the edge of that there. But the other thing that happened is now all of this granule loss, because of the lack of pliability and manipulating the shingle in order to get access. What happened is all these granules came loose, which exposes the asphalt and leads to long-term degradation or a reduction in the service life of the shingle. So repairing one shingle is going to cause the need for the 2 above it to be repaired, the 4 above that, the 8 above that, 16, 32, all the way up to the ridge line. So that's one of our big issues. The other big issue is compatibility. Obviously the newer shingle isn't as wide as the older shingle, which means they're not going to interlock properly, and now we're going to have to replace everything all the way out to the rake there in order to make individual repairs on this roof.